Greetings, the Hijabi Gamer here, and ironically, I just noticed that I'm wearing Bungie merch while doing a video about the Halo series because it's destiny. Anyway, I've decided to make a new video about the Halo series because people have been asking me, have I changed my mind about it? You know, with 5 episodes now out, I believe that's half of the season, or a little more than half of the season. Isn't it supposed to be like 9 episodes? Have I changed my mind? Have I renewed my Paramount Plus, perhaps? Have I watched any of the episodes? Am I interested in watching any of the episodes? Maybe sailing the high seas to watch them? Well, no. I haven't watched any. I'm not interested. I did briefly consider renewing my Paramount Plus, but it had nothing to do with the Halo series, and more to do with the Air Disasters Airplanes documentary series, which I've watched, I think, 3 times, maybe 4 times already. I think I might just have to buy it. Unfortunately, there's no physical copies, but I decided not to renew my Paramount Plus simply because I want to hit Paramount where it matters, in the wallet. And I get it, I'm probably one of the very few people who canceled Paramount Plus over this, especially given how cheap Paramount Plus is, but at least I can go to bed at night knowing that they're not getting my money over this stupid series. Now, as I said, I haven't watched it, and everything I've been hearing about it makes me even less and less interested in watching it. I have been keeping up with Night's Watch with Shad, Nathan, and Oz. I've watched all of their videos about the series. I've also watched a few of Disparu's videos and Angry Joe's videos. But I'll admit, by far, Night Watch is my favorite. I love Shad, Nathan, and Oz. So, and I love, when they go back and forth. It's just, I hope Shad plays the Halo series, maybe live streams them. This would be one of the few times where I would actually sit through and watch somebody else playing a video game. Normally, I don't have the patience for that. But I've been really loving their videos, but everything I've been hearing that they have said has made me less and less interested. Now, I know there's been more action in the 5th episode, but I think it was Nathan or Oz who said it. They said putting the action at the end of the 5th episode was a bit like putting candy in a turd. Yeah, I'm still not eating that candy because, no. You've already spoiled my whole experience of the show with all the trash that's been going on in the previous 4.5 episodes. Why am I suddenly going to change my mind? I mean, nothing's going to change the fact that the garbage you've made, the disrespect to the lore, the stupidity of these characters. I'm not interested. In addition, I've heard that now there's nudity in it as well. I mean, seriously, it's bad enough you showed us Master Chief's face, and showed us Master Chief's face as much as you did, though at least you did give him a beard. Beards really make a man look good. But it's almost like you wanted to up it and take it to the next level and piss gamers off even more. Oh, they don't want to see his face? Well, now they're going to see his butt. We're going to show them Master Chief nudity. Nobody wanted that. And the whole nudity thing feels forced. From what I've heard, my understanding about the reason for the nudity is he has some kind of device that regulates or controls his emotions. And for some odd reason, it's at the base of his spine. That doesn't make any sense at all. Wouldn't it make more sense to put it at the base of the neck, close to the brain, instead of all the way at the bottom of the spine? I feel almost like they were sitting in the writer's room and they said, hey, we want to show nudity of Master Chief. Got any suggestions? And someone said, yeah, put the emotion thing at the base of his spine. That'll give you a reason. That they approached it with the intention of having nudity and came up with an excuse for it. You could have put it anywhere else. You just wanted nudity for the sake of, yeah, we're so edgy. We have Master Chief naked. Look at us, how far we can go. Ooh. Well, no, I don't want that. I wanted to see Master Chief in his Spartan armor, kicking butt and taking names. I mean, it reminds me of Jin Sakai when I was live streaming Ghost of Tsushima, and someone joked that, yeah, Kat wants to see Jin Sakai in the hot springs naked. No, I don't. I don't. I wanted to see Jin Sakai in his armor, in his samurai armor, kicking butt and taking names. In fact, anyone who remembers that live stream, I stuck to his samurai armor even when I had better equipment for him because I thought he looked awesome in his samurai armor. And this is the same thing with Master Chief in his Spartan armor. Seriously, I feel like these guys, if they were to make a series based on Warframe, the first thing they would do is take the corpus out of their suits and show some corpus nudity for the sake of showing us we don't. No. But the whole thing feels forced and pointless. And I don't want it. On top of that, to find out that the whole thing is just some kind of emotional roller coaster ride and, digging into Master Chief's past and a totally non-canon past for Master Chief without Sergeant Johnson, I'm not interested. This isn't it's like the completely wrong genre. You have Halo, which is an action, fast-paced, first-person shooter, and you turned it into a slow-paced, emotional journey? I mean, one of the things I realized, and I'm probably gonna, while I was riding my bicycle, it occurred to me that everything I've been putting into my Corpus Commandos, which if you follow my community tab, you'll notice I've been writing this Warframe stuff, is what I wanted in Halo. My whole Corpus Warframe thing is a group of 6 Corpus officers during the New War, kicking butt and taking names and just being awesome. And I show respect. I mean, the whole thing, what is so really, really frustrating for me about this whole thing is they're getting paid millions of dollars to make a show based on Halo. And they couldn't even be bothered to play the video games. They are being paid. They could have spent a month, before we start this, we need to play the video games. You're getting paid to make a show based on Halo, and you couldn't even play the games. Whereas in my case, I have literally hundreds of hours of gameplay in Warframe. It may come as a surprise to some people, because up until recently, I did take about a year off from Warframe. But I've been playing Warframe, and I can easily prove it since 2017. I've played it on PlayStation, Xbox. The moment it dropped on Nintendo Switch, I downloaded it, and I've played it a little, not as much on PC, because I prefer Xbox. So I've been playing Warframe for hundreds of hours. In addition, I have played hundreds of missions on the side of the Corpus. I love the Corpus. I have always loved the Corpus. You'll notice one thing, I try to avoid writing anything about the Grineer, because I don't know anything about them. The one time I wrote about the Grineer, I'm waiting for people to come in and be like, you got this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong. I desperately would love it for people to tell me what I got wrong so I can fix it, because I'll admit it. I don't know anything about the Grineer, but the Corpus, and I will go out of my way to research into everything I don't know. Look it up. Ask people about it. I desperately want to know if I'm getting anything wrong. In fact, the Angels of the Zaraman is dropping today, and I'm stuck in the New War. And with the New War, you have to play it through. But I wanted to replay the Corpus section again to do more research on the Corpus, because that is how devoted and respectful I am to the lore and the content that exists. And I'm not getting paid millions. That's what is so frustrating. It's like, how hard is it for you to do that? I could do it. And I'm just writing a bunch of stupid fan stories that, you know what, I would love it if TE noticed them. But that's what's so frustrating. And then you have this whole, I'm really, really frustrated and really, really angry that they just created this whole show without any thought to the games, the gamers who are your primary audience. And it's not like it's some obscure game. I mean, Warframe I can understand. If you were to make Warframe into a show, not as many people have played Warframe as Halo. More people know Halo than Warframe. So you would probably try to make it at least a little more accessible to more general audiences. Though don't change it too much. Just maybe explain things better. But Halo, everyone knows Halo. Even people who don't play video games know Halo. They know Master Chief. They know what Halo is. Even before I played Halo, I knew what Halo was. I didn't play it until I started playing Halo in 2013. And when I started playing Halo, while I knew what Halo was, I knew nothing about the lore. I knew nothing about the games. And yet, when I started playing Halo 1, I easily understood what was going on. I have very little knowledge of the novels, though I plan on getting into the novels. But I have played the games, and I know the lore from the games. You could have done a show. This whole thing is really, really frustrating. The fact that more people haven't canceled their Paramount Plus over this is frustrating because they're not hurting. Yes, people are saying negative things about it. But they're not hurting because they made some trash show and now they have a second season. And no, I don't care how good the second season is. You've already sullied it. Like I said, it's what Nathan or Oz said. I can't remember which one. It's like putting candy in a turd. You know, let's throw some candy in Buster's litter box. Are you going to eat that? No, you're not, because you knew she peed in that box. Anyway, those are my latest thoughts on the Halo series. I'm really, really angry. And, you know, when they talk about, every time now I hear a show based on a video game, automatically my thoughts go to Halo. Yesterday, we were talking about the Last of Us show that's coming out. And it's like, yeah, well, look what they did to Halo. Do I trust them with The Last of Us? No, I don't. Fallout? Hell no. God of War? Definitely not. Warframe? Destiny? Just stay away until the whole woke thing dies down. Stay away from the video games. And please, for the love of God, do not give us corpus nudity. Please. God. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the tower, the origin system, on Viso's ship. Who knows?